You don't need him. He's a druggie. You don't need him.
But what if I love him, Robert?
Love is
a battlefield.
Yeah, but see, the big problem with it is you love somebody one day, but you don't know what's going to happen the next day. You understand? And if he's on drugs, he's doing booze, you don't know what he's going to bring you back. You understand?
Yeah, it's like an
now,
STD.
Mr. Baumgartner, you were saying about, what other advice you would give young people who are dating an alcoholic or a drug addict or a drug abuser?
I would tell them to stop it right away. I would tell them don't even put themselves out for it. Because all they're doing, they're opening themselves up to hurt, to be pain, to be hurt. You know? Like I said, I'm not the best person in the world. I can't remember one day the next day. But as far as doing plumbing work and all, I do that. You know, I'm not a licensed plumber, but I can do anything that needs to be done.
Okay. Now, going back to the people who are doing drugs, you lived in this area for a long time?
No, I used to live in South Baltimore and Washington Boulevard.
South Baltimore, Washington Boulevard. Now, what was your experience there? Was a lot of drugs going on there too?
Oh yes, oh yes. My house got raided because I had a friend of mine that I grew up with. Her mother threw her sister out at the age of 15. So I told her sister, I said, well, let her come over and stay here, because I didn't want to see her out on the street. Well, I come home about a week later. My front door's been kicked in. The police done kicked my door in. You know, and it was my own fault, because her sister was selling drugs. She was doing prostituting right out of my house.
Yeah.
And you know, I thought, well, you know, I'd help her to change. And you can't make somebody change if they don't want to change. You know, you could be there to help them, support them, but you can't make them change. Just like with an alcoholic and a drug addict, you can put them in the program. You understand? But if you're an alcoholic, somebody walks up and offers you a bottle of beer, first thing you're going to say is, you're going to look around, okay, nobody's there, and you're going to get down it. Same way with drugs. You know, you might have been off of it for so long, but the first chance you get to get it back, you're going to take it. You know, I've seen it. I grew up with people who literally had everything that you could ever want, and in less than a year's time, they didn't have a pot to go in or a window to throw it out of. You know.
So they'll never change, Mr. Bumfield?
That's it. Most of them will never change.
Born an addict, die an addict?
That's it. That's exactly it.
Boozing it up, cruising it up?
Yep. And all you're doing is, you're opening yourself up to be hurt. You're letting yourself be used. You know? Don't do it.
Good advice, Mr. Baumgartner.
Well,
I hope a lot of people out there heard you today.
I'll put it like this to you. I try to help people. You understand? Like I tell everybody, I'm a one-day person. If I meet you one day and I remember you the next day, you're in good shape. Because I got hit when I was 10 years old. I had a pierced artery in my brain. And ever since then, I've been one day at a time, you know?
There you go, Mr. Baumgartner. That's good advice.
One day at a time.
One day at a time.
Thanks for sharing.
Thanks, Mr. Baumgartner.